Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. This is the brother Yahshua. I'm back with a third woe update for the day. All right, we'll start right here at 2nd Ezra's 13 and 5. All right, and this is talking about World War III. All right, whether you understand that or not. Okay, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Okay, now what we're looking for here is this word, gathered together. All right, who did the gathering? All right, well, the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, did the gathering. Let's go to Zechariah 14 quickly. Zechariah 14 and 2. Let's start at 1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I, who's I? The Lord. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle. Okay? So all nations are being gathered. Go back here. And after this, I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number. This is talking about World War III. All right? Let's show that in Joel. This is Joel 3 and 2. Same stuff. Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Right? And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among all nations and parted my land. All right? So that's what this battle is about. The Most High is gathering the nations together and bringing them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. Now let's go look for some videos. This is the Third World War update. Okay, let's look at the Deep Journalist, see what they got today. All right. So, this was yesterday, breaking nuclear gift from Russia. Okay, Netanyahu got ousted. Okay, breaking U.S. is crushed under Russian attacks. Must be down in the area of Crimea. All right. Breaking news, Israel is burning inside. What does it say? Netanyahu prepares for coup. Okay, so what's going on right here? Okay, the changing of the guard while in the middle of the war, you're changing horses in the middle of the stream. All right, now check this out. Breaking news, violent explosion in Russia. But wait, over here, breaking news, U.S. is burning like hell. So let's take a quick look at both of these. See, and down here, what we saw yesterday is where is it that Israel was claiming responsibility for the explosions in Iran. Where's that at? Tech intelligence officer. Where is it at? Oh, shit. That's a week ago. I need a day or two ago. Okay, it's on the other one. It's on the other side. Let's look at this real quick. Okay.
It began with the beat. The
Slovakia. Bear with me on this. Okay.
Massive fireball has engulfed a petrol station in Russia following an explosion at a petrol station near the country's third largest city. We'll go over the details of this explosion shortly. On the other hand, a Russian cruise missile submarine is feared to be stationed off the coast of Cornwall as world leaders meet at the G7 summit. In addition, General Nick Carter concerned by recent activities, including buildup of forces on Ukraine border.
Okay, so Cornwall is talking about England. Okay, and apparently Russia isn't part of the G7, and Putin and Biden are supposed to get together after that and have some discussion. So, violent explosion in Russia. Okay, now let's go to this other one. This is breaking news. U.S. is burning like hell. Okay, so what happened here?
Subscribing to our channel, you can follow our independent comments on the latest news. In recent days, the US has been grappling with cyber attacks, fires, sabotage, and massive explosions.
That's exactly what's going on in Iran right now. Okay?
Russia is blamed for many of them.
Okay, so there are sleeper cells in the United States, right? Of all sorts. Are they making moves right now?
A massive explosion and fire broke out in the chemical plant of Chemtool Inc., America's largest manufacturer of grease, lubricants, grease products, and other fluids. As a result of the incredible and uncontrollable explosions that took place in the morning hours, an evacuation order was given. It happened exactly on the day that the White House said U.S. President Joe Biden plans to raise the issue of ransomware attacks with his Russian counterpart, Putin, at his summit.
Okay, so can you see there's an infrastructure war going on, and it's happening from the inside. These are not drones flying over. These are not missiles being shot into these different countries. All right, Israel is not shooting long-range missiles into Iran and blowing up these sites. Now let's take a look at that real quick, just for review. All right, Deep Journal. All right, and this says, breaking, Israel confirms sabotage to Iran. All right, now let's listen. This was like yesterday or a day before we reported.
Rouhani says Iran will examine the details of Israel's shadow plays, who made explained by Yossi Cohen, with threats and sabotage against Iran. The outgoing chief of Israel's Mossad intelligence service has offered the closest acknowledgement, yet his country was behind recent attacks targeting Iran's nuclear program and a military scientist. The comments by Yossi Cohen, speaking to Israel's Channel 12 investigative program Yuvda in a segment aired on Thursday night, offered an extraordinary debriefing by the head of the typically secretive agency in what appears to be the final days of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's rule. Rouhani says Iran will boost nuclear activity after Natanz attack. Iran says suspect behind Natanz plant attack identified Israel's shadow war and plans to scupper Iran's nuclear deal. Israel's Mossad spy chief visits UAE for security talks. It also gave a warning that they sabotaged Iranian scientists. Or boasting. Former Mossad chief Yossi Cohen made comments confirming that they sabotaged Iranian scientists. Cohen methods, threats, etc. gave information about many striking details. Relations between Israel and Iran became more strained after the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. After the conflict, Iran makes more like a counterattack than an intimidation or boasting. Former Mossad chief Yossi Cohen made comments confirming that they sabotaged Iranian scientists.
Okay, so as you can see, just by, scrolling through these clips, that there is a asymmetric war going on. If we go back to this thing with what's going on in the U.S., okay? What they're calling cyber attacks or hacks, okay? That's called asymmetric warfare, all right? Before they start dropping bombs and using heavy artillery and ground troops and all of that, right now they're weakening the infrastructure, okay, of the country. You got to go after the fuel deposits. You got to go after the food. Okay. You have to go after the energy, which explains why they went after the gas pipelines, which is why they went after the meat. Okay. So that what we're watching in real time is World War III picking up steam. Okay. And then on the ground in these different countries, all right, you got the Egyptians against the Egyptians, meaning you got Americans fighting against Americans. This set of Americans is protesting on the street. Another set of Americans is running them over with their cars. So you're watching this kingdom, right? Esau's kingdom, if you will, fall like lightning from heaven. All right? This is what we're watching. All right, now we're going to keep this short. Let's check secret files real quick. And we'll go ahead and close it out with a couple of precepts. Iran's Navy receives 2 new warships. Saudi Air Defense destroys Houthi drone. U.S. provokes Russia. Okay, this is all in the last 24 hours. All right, so that's good. Let's get a couple of precepts on the way out. We'll go ahead and close it up. Okay. Because ultimately what we see going on is the one that you call God, whose name is Yahweh, is doing his thing. Okay? It's the appointed time. This is Habakkuk 2. Let's see. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. The end of what? The end of this world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Okay? Not the end of the globe, not the end of the earth. The end of the rulership that we live under right now is being brought to its knees. By who? By God. All right? It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay? And we're running right now. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So we're watching it. We're watching it break the door down right now and spiral out of control on all levels. Okay? Things are spiraling out of control. Here's Jacob's trouble. Here's World War III. Okay? And if you think things are going to go back to normal, all right, wait until they release this next bug, this plague, this pestilence. Oh, we have a variant. Now we got to shut everything back down. No, the Most High is making us move. All right? All right, so with that, we're going to keep this one short. Hope that the elect were edified. And with that, we're going to say shalom.